What has changed on the ground in Lebanon since last year?
Um, I think that the situation has become much more difficult in Lebanon. Lebanon now has more than 1.1 million refugees. That's one in every four people living in Lebanon are Syrians who have fled the war. No country in living memory has taken as many refugees as Lebanon has taken in terms of the proportion of its size. The volume is just staggering. It's a very big burden on a very small country. And at the same time, it's a huge burden on these refugees. A lot of the refugees in Lebanon are actually women with taking care of children. I've been to some of these informal settlements. These are kind of like informal camps, just plastic sheetings that have been transformed into these like unmanaged camps in the Bekaa Valley. It's becoming very difficult and exhausting to maintain this crisis with the funding and ensuring that we are meeting the needs every month. I mean, it has cost us over $28 million every week to keep this operation running. We're assisting right now close to 2 million Syrian refugees. In Lebanon, over 800,000 refugees benefit from WFP food vouchers. We've tried also to use innovative ways of helping the refugees, like these electronic food vouchers, which means that it also helps inject money in the local economies of the neighboring countries, including Lebanon. The general mood is that everyone is so nervous about the future of Syria, the future of Lebanon, and the future of the region. There has been also some spillover of the conflict from Syria into Lebanon. So we're talking here about the stability of the whole region, the security, the regional security of the Middle East because of this crisis.
What do you guys hope will happen now in year 5?
I think there is a sign of hope that by next year the crisis will be resolved, people will go home, and also this nervousness of despair of what if it doesn't, and what does it take to have it end. It's really taken a toll on these people, on the millions of Syrians impacted by that, but also on the aid workers and the people that work with them and continue to see this suffering every day.
Can you imagine doing this for another year? What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about the families that I met in the first day of when this crisis started, whether it's in Lebanon or in Jordan, and their hopes that it was going to be a few months and they will go back. And today it's 5 years. You know, it's not about us as aid workers. It's about the people that we work for. And I can't imagine talking about them for next year as well and seeing this suffering continue.
What have you seen? What strikes you the most?
I mean, this year has been particularly difficult for many of the Syrian refugees that I've seen throughout the region. And it strikes me in Lebanon during the snowstorms and the multiple difficult weather conditions this year. I think I see a wear and tear in the spirit of Syrian people, especially those ones who are displaced or refugees away from their families and homes for another year, and not knowing when this will end.